Welcome to my new video on conditional sentences. Today, we'll dive into the world of if statements and their powerful impact on communication. Exploring how they shape our understanding of cause and effect in language, get ready to unravel the mysteries of conditional sentences. The world of possibilities and probabilities. Please subscribe this channel for more content like this. English EduConnect is the name of my YouTube channel. Watch this video till the end for better understanding. Conditionals describe the result of a certain condition. The if clause tells you the condition, if you study hard, and the main clause tells you the result, you will pass your exams. The order of the clauses does not change the meaning. 1. If you study hard, you will pass your exams. 2. You will pass your exams if you study hard, in both sentences. If you study hard is called as if clause. You will pass your exams is called as main clause. The order of the clause doesn't change the meaning. First, conditional sentences are used to express situations in which the outcome is likely, but not guaranteed, to happen in the future. Look at the examples below. If you rest, you will feel better. If you set your mind to a goal, you'll eventually achieve it. Note that we use the simple present tense in the if clause and the simple future tense in the main clause, the clause that expresses the likely outcome. The first conditional sentences are used to speculate about possible situations that can really happen at present or in future. We do not use will in the if clause to describe future activities. Compare it to time clauses. If he studies hard, he'll pass the exams. If it rains, we will cancel the match. If you tease the dog, it will bite you. If you don't get the ticket, what will you do? We make if clauses with if present tense and main clauses with will bare infinitive. Second conditional sentences, type 2. In the second conditional sentences we speculate about situations that will probably never happen at present or in future. If I had more time, I would help you. But I am not free at the moment. I can't help you. If I won $1 million, I would start a business of my own. But I know that it is not realistic. We make if clauses with if past tense and main clauses with would bare infinitive. Note, the verb to be can be specific in the if clause. If I were rich, I wouldn't work. If he were younger, he would marry her, but was is also possible. If I was rich, I wouldn't work. If he was younger, he would marry her, but, if I were you, I wouldn't do it. In this expression, were is much more usual than was. The main difference between the first conditional and the second conditional is about probability. The first conditional is realistic. The second conditional is unrealistic. Third conditional sentences, type 3. The third conditional sentences always refer to the past. We speculate about situations that happened or did not happen in the past. If I had won $1 million, I would have started a business of my own. But I didn't win anything. If we hadn't practiced, we wouldn't have won the match. But we practiced and won. We make if clauses with if past perfect and main clauses with would perfect infinitive, have past participle. Type 1. If he studies hard, he will pass the exams. In type 1 we use simple present tense and if clause and simple future tense and main clause. In type 2, if he studied hard, he would pass the exams. In type 2 we use simple past tense and if clause and would plus V1 from of the verb and main clause. In type 3, if he had studied hard, he would have passed the exams. In type 3 we use past perfect tense and if clause and would have plus V3 form of the verb and main clause. Combine the following sentences using if. I have time. I will finish that letter. If I have time, I'll finish that letter. Drop the glass. It will break. If you drop that glass, it will break. It rains. You will get wet. If it rains, you will get wet. Hurry. You will miss the bus. If you don't hurry, you will miss the bus. I study well. I will pass the exams. If I study well, I will pass the exams. She works hard. She will pass. If she works hard, she will pass. If the weather wasn't so bad, we would go to the park. If I was the Queen of England, I would give everyone a chicken. If you really loved me, you would buy me a diamond ring. If I knew where she lived, I would go and see her. If I knew animation graphics, I would create real-life animated characters. If I had a time travel machine, I could go back to my past and change a few things. If I won the lottery, I would buy all the famous supercars. If I had known about the concert, I would have bought tickets. She would have passed the exam if she had studied harder. If he hadn't overslept, he wouldn't have missed the train. I would have called you if I had found my phone. If we have a yacht, we sail the 7 seas. If he have more time, he'd learn karate. If they tell their father, he'd be very angry. She'd spend a year in the USA if it'd be easier to get a green card. If I live on a lonely island, I'd run around naked all day. If I'd be you, I'd get a new job. If he'd be younger, he'd travel more. If we not/be friends, I'd be angry with you. If I have enough money, I buy a big house. If you study for the test, you pass it. If you ask me, I help you. If we go to the cinema, we see my friend Jacob. If you speak English, she'd understand. If they listen to me, we'd be home earlier. I write you a postcard if I have your address.